Welcome everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss an amazing chess game played by Magnus Carlsen against Vishwanathan Anand, where Magnus Carlsen crushes Vishwanathan Anand in just 20 moves. So Magnus Carlsen plays the king's pawn opening against e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, and bishop c5. This is the Kyoko piano game. So comes b4, the Ivan's gambit. With this move, the idea is simple. Magnus Carlsen sacrifices the pawn, indirectly developing the bishop for attacking the center, where he wanted the bishop, which is attacking this diagonal, should be removed. So that's why he sacrificed the pawn. Now, Vishwanathan Anand accepted it, so you can observe this diagonal is of no use. So that's the reason Magnus Carlsen play Evans. Now c3, bishop a5, castling, queen f6. This is a mistake. Why? The idea is very simple. Taking the queen early in the opening, it is a mistake. That's why queen f6 is a mistake. Although Vishwanathan Anand, he played this because he wanted to attack this diagonal. He understood that Magnus Carlsen can go with d4, and that's something what happened in the game. Okay, this is the great move. Later on, Vishwanathan Anand realized that there is nothing much which he could do. So that's why he regret that knight could have been taken out, but he played queen out, right? So that's why he go with knight g7. With this, he wanted to develop his pieces, but then it was too late. That's why this move is an inaccuracy. So comes bishop g5. Now Magnus Carlsen is taking the advantage of this queen because the queen early in the opening becomes a threat, easy threat. That's why. So with this, Magnus Carlsen is just developing his pieces and attacking the queen. Queen goes to d6 and then comes queen b3. Now this move is a inaccuracy, not a best move. The idea is simple. With this, Magnus Carlsen want to attack this weakest pawn, and that's the best thing Magnus Carlsen is doing. But why is this move an inaccuracy? This means there are more better moves other than that. So the best move was playing knight bd2. The idea is simple. With this, you are giving up one pawn. If we choose to eliminate it, okay, that's an example. Then bishop take on f7. That's a brilliant bishop sacrifice. So with this, if black will accept, he will lose the castling ability, and Magnus Carlsen can find a lot of ways to attack this, especially knight c4 for attacking the queen, right? Knight c4 with this knight attacking the center also. So with this, Magnus Carlsen has a lot of options. So that was the only response which computer analysis was expecting. So queen b3 and then comes castling. A great move because king safety is important and Vishwanathan Anand focuses on it. Now comes rook d1. That's the mistake. The idea is simple. With this, Magnus Carlsen want to eliminate this pawn. Indirectly, with this, rook will be attacking the queen. That's the idea. Okay, so rook d1 and then comes bishop b6. Now Vishwanathan Anand plays this move. Over here, if he tries to eliminate it, if you are thinking that he can eliminate, then that's not correct. The position will become equal. Okay, queen g6, he can try pushing this pawn forward and try to kick your bishop back. Also, there are two weak pawns on the board. So weak pawns are easy threat. Okay, that's why. So comes knight a3 by Magnus Carlsen. So knight a3 is a miss. Okay. In such cases, knight a3 with this, he wanted to play knight b5 and attack the queen. So comes knight a5. Now, Vishwanathan Anand attack this. Instead of knight a5, he can try some moves uh, like a6, which will block knight going there. Or even he can play queen g6, like he can remove this threat. Okay, so knight a5, queen a4, and then knight e6. Now with this, he is thinking that he is developing his pieces, but that's not exactly true. Over here, d take e5 was the response. Queen comes to c5. Once again, these moves are the moves which looks very powerful, but these are mistake. Why is it a mistake? Because rook d5 can be played. With this, if we try queen take f2, which was played, so king will go to h1. The queen comes to p2 is a mistake. Instead of queen p2, he had a lot of options, especially playing x6 first of all, attacking the bishop. Otherwise, that's not a problem. Queen b2. So comes rook b1, another great move. Queen take a3 was the first move because his queen was almost trapped. Otherwise, if he try to take the queen to f2, means he'll take the queen back. What he can do? That's simple. He can play rook f1. He play queen there. Then once again he can go with rook b5 or rook b1. So maybe because of that, maybe Vishwanathan Anand was not much comfortable. That's why he played this. So queen take, knight take, and attack this queen. Now comes queen a4, knight e3 attacking this rook. Now Vishwanathan Anand is thinking that he is having a very good position. No. Rook take b6. What's the idea? Like he can eliminate. Why is he giving the rook like that? Queen take a8. Okay. So what if he capture from that pawn? That's also possible, right? So if we try to eliminate it like this, then bishop take e3 is also an option. But so on, Vishwanathan Anand captures the rook. And then comes the final move of the game. Rook takes c6. And then Vishwanathan Anand resigns. Now rook takes c6. It is a brilliant move. Why? So the idea is simple. If we eliminate, you can go eliminate this pawn. This is a weak pawn. Go on attacking the weak pawn, and obviously that's a very easy win for Magnus Carlsen. So this was the topic of the video. How Magnus Carlsen crushes Vishwanathan Anand in just 20 moves. And this is the mastery of Ivan's Gambit. If you enjoyed the video, like the video, and thanks for watching.